Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. Real quick before the episode, I just want to let you guys know I'm sure some of you are wondering where part two of episode 5 is. I just wanted to let you know that at this point I'm going to upload episode 6, part 1 and 2, before I get to the second part of episode 5. The reason being is that our reaction to the second half of episode 5 is abysmal. It's really bad. We barely speak a word after Manny, after Danny's descent and burning of King's Landing. We just barely reacted. It's just the amount of shock and disappointment and just, you know, sadness that we felt for the series and how they were ending it and everything that was happening. It was just, we were so disappointed that we didn't say anything the second half. And it's just a really bad episode. It's honestly my least favorite video I've ever had to do. I don't like watching it, and I don't want to show it. Honestly, I don't want to put that kind of sour video on my channel. I know I've said that before last week, and a lot of you have said, it's okay. That's how we all felt. We want to see it. But these are just my feelings, and I'm just having a really hard time editing it because it feels so toxic that it's making me cringe. So if it's something you really, really want to see, you can let me know in the comments. If I feel like, enough people are asking for it, then I'll try to cut it up and put it on. It's just, how are you supposed to cut up reactions when the people aren't reacting? But yeah, that's what's happening. So this video is part 1 of episode 6. I recorded it with my brother. I went home and got to see my family, and then me and my brother recorded the finale together. And I've just been really looking forward to showing everybody and introducing all of my subscribers and things to a member of my family. I was able to relax and kind of enjoy the episode, the finale, and I'm switching arms because my arm is tired. And it was just, I don't know, it's just a better recording, and I just want to get to that. So yeah, so that's what's going on, guys. I hope you understand. Again, if you really want to see it, you can let me know in the comments below, and I'll take it into consideration whenever I'm working on it. I'm honestly trying to get things done so we can move on with the channel, but I've had to work and everything. It's just been really difficult, and with this episode really getting in my way, I just wanted to kind of move forward and start working on something else. But yeah, that's how it's going down. So yeah, that's the end of that. Moving on. This is part 1 of episode 6. I will let you know, in case you don't want to see the intro, me and my brother did a long discussion introducing him to the channel, what he does, and how he feels about anime and live action stuff, and media in general, and just getting to know him. And then we talked for a bit about the series and the final season and everything of Game of Thrones. And so it's a long discussion. If you want to see it, I hope you enjoy it. If you're just not interested and you want to get to the reaction starts at 29:30, so you can skip ahead and watch that. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for taking this moment to listen to my update, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new episode of Born to be Nerd. On today's episode, I have a special guest. This is my brother, Zach.
Hello.
He is joining us for tonight's episode, the final episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
We have been working to try to get a moment to record together for a very long time, and we're both really excited that we finally get to do something together. It's just a little unfortunate that we're recording the finale of this very disappointing season of Game of Thrones, at least for me.
Uh, we've had conversations before about how I have a very I mean I don't want to use the word naive, but it kind of is because I don't do as much of the in-depth like lore research and lore. I don't take in as much of the lore as you do, and
Yeah.
I guess a lot of your followers do.
Yeah. Well, I think, I mean, I've always admired your, uh, like, more like, what's the word I'm looking for? Lenient appreciation.
Yeah, oh, that's a good word.
You know? I've always appreciated that because sometimes I don't like that I'm so critical, you know? I feel like I feel like it sometimes ruins content for me.
I
you
think
know?
that's a big part of being a nerd, though. You can't be a nerd and be like, you can't call yourself a nerd and be a nerd halfway.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. But, before we get into that real quick, do you want to introduce yourself? Like, as far as, like, who you are and what you do?
My name is Zach. I have a wife and 2 children. They are sleeping downstairs. I live in Virginia. Lance lived with me for a little while before the channel,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But
You know, I started the channel there, though. The first video I ever recorded was in Virginia.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was that webcam one me and Ethan did.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
You were in the Marine Corps?
Yeah, I was in Marine Corps for 5 years. I got out last February, and now I work in a warehouse supplying parts for helicopters and other aircraft platforms.
Yeah. He's like, what are some of the things that you like as far as like a nerd culture?
I think my nerd culture is very mainstream. Like fairy tale, Seven Deadly Sins. Those are, I mean,
Like as far as anime goes?
anime goes. Those are my top.
Currently.
Currently, yeah.
Yeah.
Currently. As far as like Game of Thrones type stuff, I'm not very.
You're a huge Vikings fan.
I'm not picky. I'm not picky at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am a huge Vikings fan. Although I have been a very bad fan this season.
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
I've seen the first 3 episodes and that's it.
Yeah. I think that's how a lot of people are with this season of.
I don't mean to be though. I mean, I'd rather be watching it, but it doesn't work out that way. But yeah, I have a very broad, you know.
Yeah. He's a lot bigger than me. I'm looking in the camera and I can see how like obvious it is.
It's funny because I was just telling this to a good friend of mine in Virginia because I look at myself and I'm just like I look like I don't know what people are talking about. I feel like I look like an average sized dude, and then I'm looking at the camera and I'm a large amount bigger than you, and it's kind of freaking me out a little bit.
Well, I'm like you don't notice these things like on screen, you know, for people that don't know me who have watched my videos, I probably look like a normal guy.
Yeah.
And like I'm average height.
No, you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're average
but
height.
I'm a smaller guy compared to many people, but you are way above average.
Big person. Man.
Yeah. But I mean, it's something that I'm like most of us we're all used to because
Yeah.
you've been like this since high school, but it's moments like this when you're just like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're really close. We like talk like every day pretty much on the phone.
Is it worth telling them our ideas about what we would like to do in the future as far as like
Content?
together?
Like what?
Like how we were talking about like maybe trying to do something where like since we live, you know, in 2 completely different states, maybe doing something like a split screen where I'm on my couch on one side and you're on your couch on the opposite side. I know it'd be a lot to it'd take a lot of mechanics to try to put together and piece together correctly so it doesn't look weird.
I think that part would be easy, the
I think it'd be
splicing
fun.
together.
I think
If
it'd
you
be
have,
fun.
what you need is lighting.
Yeah.
So if you have some kind of lighting, I can work with that. You see how easy it is to record with the phone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So if you're using that platform, I would recommend figuring out how to get a mic.
Yeah.
But apart from that, you know, if you use if you waited for Sarah to go to bed or something, or if she just didn't need her phone, you could use her phone to record the audio while you use the video, get a good light set up, and then I can take care of the rest and edit. You know.
I just think it would be fun.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah.
I mean, not only like it'd be fun for us to be able to do that together, but
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun for YouTube as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be well. So there's people who take reactions from like all these different YouTube channels and then put them together like side by side. So it's like you're watching a bunch of people react at the same time. So that's the thing, you know. So it'd be like us kind of doing a version of that.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
But I would also want to do it where, you know, we're interacting with
Yeah.
one another.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
same
Oh, yeah.
time.
So we'd have to be like FaceTiming too.
Yeah. So I need to get like 2 more phones,
Yeah.
a mic, you know, a recorder,
Yeah.
lights, an iPad or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's true.
Let me just run my cell phone bill through the roof real quick.
Yeah. It's an idea. Something to think about. We could figure it out at some point.
It's definitely not going to be easy.
No. The only thing I could recommend is if we recorded it separately and then it's just like not like at the same time. Maybe we like talked on the phone or something while we were doing it, but not like FaceTiming and then just I don't know. But
Yeah.
I'd rather do it where we can
We should
like,
get like those Secret Service earpieces
yeah.
and talk.
Yeah.
And otherwise, everyone's like, yeah. I mean, this is a very fluid conversation. Like, I don't understand how they're doing this.
Yeah.
Is it Is it telepathy? What's going on?
But yeah, I think it'd be a good idea. You know, if you guys are interested in doing something like that, like us doing something like that, if you like, you know, him joining me today or tonight on this episode, then feel free to leave your suggestions and like any like tips you have to like how we can make that happen.
Because we've talked about it a lot. Because, you know, like we were talking about before, I have a very standard approach to when I watch stuff, whereas he has a very critical approach when he watches stuff. Like his views go much deeper than just me sitting there watching it and freaking out when I see something cool. Like these episodes that everyone's raving about, the past 5 episodes, because this is number 6, right?
It's number 6.
The past 5 episodes that we've spoke about after the fact. Like I don't, obviously he tells me something, I'm like, okay, I can see that. I can agree with that, but at the same time, my approach is different because I'm not thinking about things that happened, seasons past. I'm not thinking about what so-and-so said to so-and-so, season 2, episode 7. Like, I'm not thinking about that. I'm just watching it for what it is.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't get as angry. I haven't gotten angry not angry at the direction of the season anyway.
The writing.
I've gotten angry at characters, but not at what's happening or stuff that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like I'm not mad about anything like that.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can get into that then. I think, it's a good introduction to you and to the channel and everything. So we can get into that. So for those of you, for you guys, because of the different way in which we watch things, you haven't had much of an issue with like the writing difficulties of this season or the writing drawbacks, and I thought that would be an interesting take, like rather than like hating on you for like not being upset about it or anything like that. I think it'd be interesting to see how you feel about things with your more lenient view of the series or writing in general, and like I think obviously the biggest problem with this, with like the hardcore fans this season, and some of like now that we're seeing this come to an end, combining it with a lot of the issues of last season too, of where whenever D&D Dave and Dan took over writing from George R. R. Martin, and they started writing it exclusively these last 2 seasons, it's like all this character development of each character from season 1 through 6 began to dissolve, and a lot of like this season especially, it feels like almost every character has been like
just kind of like going through the motions a little bit.
Yeah, and like almost, if you like, I was trying to think of it the other day, and not a single character has done anything of any meaning this season.
Yeah.
Like think about.
I wouldn't say that. I would just say not what's expected of them.
Right.
They haven't done anything that's expected of them, and I think that's kind of sad.
Yeah. So like, I mean, like going through kind of like the players who are still in the story right now, Tyrion, who up until season 7, up until he joined Dany, he was so like calculating, cunning, smart, just like really, really clever. and always like was able to get himself out of issues, like overthink his opponent.
Yeah.
You know, just like really critically like smart and just a genius, you know. And then the moment season 7 started and he joined Danny and Dave and Dan came in, their brains don't work right in writing that kind of character. And so that's why he's become the fool these last 2 seasons, you know? And that's just Tyrion. Like
someone who's just scared of Danny.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. Jamie is honestly my biggest upset because the biggest thing with him, listen to this. Okay, so the biggest thing with him is that from like season 2, pretty much the moment he lost his hand and like lost his pride as like the best swordsman in the world, which is what he thought up to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Like the moment that happened, he began to become this character that we've all grown to love. You know,
A person.
Yeah.
A better person.
Yeah, he became a really good person, and then
he became more than less than human.
Yeah, and like the scene, I watched a video the other day that showed the scene where he's in the tub with Brienne, and he's telling her the reason why he killed the Mad King, and how the Mad King had like ordered him to kill his dad, and watch as the Mad King burned the city and like killed thousands of innocent lives. And that is why Jamie killed the Mad King. And it showed how much of a hero he really was and how like burdened he was by that, and how like how much he sacrificed. He sacrificed his honor.
Yeah.
He sacrificed his pride.
Yeah.
Like he became the Kingslayer from then on. Every person he ever met who didn't care that he was a Lannister called him Kingslayer, called him Oathbreaker, you know?
Yeah.
And he did it all to save innocent lives. And then whenever Tyrion is trying to convince him to tell Cersei to surrender, he's like, "Oh, I don't really care about innocent lives." It's like, yeah, you do, man.
Yeah.
Like, you care about them more than most people, actually.
Well, I don't think he meant like innocent lives as a whole. I think he meant innocent lives over Cersei. Like, he's not concerned with like getting her to surrender. He just wants to get to her so he can be with her because he knows like there was no good ending. I mean, that's just my take on it.
Yeah. I think it could be. The only thing is that because of the character he has been so far and the ideas that he's had, this last season has shown him in a complete opposite light that ruined all that development, in my opinion.
I mean, you also have to see the position that, my point of view is the position that he was in. He just like hooked up with Brienne, like hooked up. She's in love with him.
Yeah.
And then he like tells her like, "I'm not a good person. I'm not this. I'm not that. Like I am a monster, pretty much."
Yeah.
And then he rides off.
Yeah.
Like anything that he could do to get back to Cersei is what he was gonna do. So, I mean, in that sense, he doesn't care about innocent lives because he only cares about Cersei. Clearly, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think what a lot of fans have an issue with is that I don't think any fans truly believe that that's where his loyalties lied up to that point.
Yeah.
Like, he left Cersei because he realized that she wasn't willing to put aside her pride and her greed to help save the world from the Night King and his army. And so he left her, to go fight to save innocent lives, to fight for the living is what he said. But then he turns around and does this, and then he dies in such a anticlimactic way before being able to really actualize his journey to being like, I think that Jamie's story should have led him to doing something truly great that sets him and like proves the world wrong about Jaime Lannister. Yeah. And I think that's how George R. R. Martin would have done it.
Sacrificed himself for someone like Brienne, or even someone like anyone really.
Yeah,
anybody.
I think he should have died in the Battle of Winterfell, saving Brienne. Yeah. That's just my opinion. I think it would have been really upsetting to see him go because I love Jaime, but I think he should have died then. If he had made it past the Battle of Winterfell and gone down to save Cersei, I don't necessarily think that he should have done what he did, or that he should have killed Cersei, which is what a lot of people were waiting for. Yeah. But there should have been some kind of sacrificial moment there, or some kind of like big moment.
Maybe
rather
just
than
his other hand taken, so it's just like, no.
But I don't know.
He was already like, I'm about to get rocked at this battle. Bro, I only got one hand.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah.
No, I got no hands.
Yeah. There's just a lot. Like John hasn't done anything this entire season
Yeah.
besides this.
Yeah. He was trying. Yeah, he was trying.
Look,
I
Battle-
mean, what are you gonna do if you got a sword and there's a dragon breathing fire down your back? Like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
No,
I can't.
don't get me
I can't
wrong.
go.
I totally see his position. I totally see it. But Jon Snow, the man who
Yeah.
joined the Night's Watch, who got kidnapped by the wildlings, who like became friends with the wildlings, and
Died because of
ended up killing another Night's Watchman to like prove his loyalty, to like trick them so that he could get back home. Then he like had to deal with all the opposition of the Night's Watch. He brought in the wildlings like beyond the wall. He he got killed, brought back to life, became the Night Commander, like all this stuff. And then all of a sudden this season, like the Battle of Winterfell, he was just running, flying around, running around. Like, yeah, he got in a fight with the Night King in the air, which was an awesome scene. But he didn't, like...
What are they really doing? Like, especially, like, John. Like, how much is he really controlling that dragon? You know?
Yeah.
He's grabbing these two little horns on his back.
Like, in this stage of his, like, experience of flying a dragon. So, I don't know. It just feels a little, like, anticlimactic for his character, too. And then we're on the last episode, so... Is he going to become king? Like, And then the final one is Dany, which I don't believe she should have gone mad that quickly and that without like a true trigger.
A true trigger.
Like she lost Missandei. Is that really enough to make her kill innocent people after all the things that she said up to this point? I would not be the Mad King. Like,
yeah,
I will not. Oof. I will not be the Queen of the Ashes. All these things she said in the past, and then it takes like losing one friend and like a bunch of people being mean to you to make you go, no, I'm gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
It just felt too sudden. Like this, and it like with the show, it took place in a matter of like days or whatever, like a lot really short span, you know. Yeah. So we didn't get to see this build of rage and this build of
this festering of
yeah
madness.
Yeah, it was just like she lost Missandei, she went into mourning, and then she was like, meh, I'm done. You know?
You're dead, you're dead. Everyone's dead.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm talking too much. What do you think about that?
I mean, at this point, I don't really want to talk about Dany because it pissed me off. Man.
Yeah. When
she said F it and just started burning everybody, I just wanted to throw my TV across the room. Seriously. When she was like finished taking the city, mm-hmm. and then she's perched up next to the bell or in the general vicinity of the bell, and it like pans around to her face, and she just got this like this distraught look on her face, like nothing, like the look that she had on her face, read as if nothing was going right.
Yeah. Everything
was wrong.
Yeah.
They were losing. Yeah. Like that was the face she had on, just like this absolute concern, and then. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Shit. I think every episode has been really well done as far as the direction of the cinematography, and the music this season has been so good. Honestly, the Night King song is one of my favorite current Game of Thrones songs.
I'm gonna go back to the Dany thing because I'm honestly glad that she's like snapped.
Really? Because you didn't want her to win.
I mean, of course, you know the first several seasons you do,
mm-hmm.
but this one, man, this one and the last one, I just don't.
Yeah.
Have not.
Because she's been
pro Dany.
Yeah, she just had an attitude. Yeah. To everybody.
If you're just gonna burn people because they don't want to, follow you, it's like, oh, if I can't have your city, no one can. Yeah. So I'm just gonna kill you, and there's gonna be no one to.
Yeah.
Control it, and then I'm gonna take it anyway. So.
Yeah.
If you're like that, then I mean, what kind of that's not like leadership or like that's not rule. That's just madness.
Tyranny.
Yeah, tyranny.
That's the thing with it is it's very tyrannical. But I don't know. But I think the Night King song, that song is so good. That's the one that's like I don't remember how it goes now.
Oh.
I can't think of it. But it's the one where that they were playing whenever the Night King was like going towards Bran
Yeah.
at the Battle of Winterfell. It's just like I forget that music. I'll show you later. But it's just I
Is
listen
it
to
like jin 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 jin
Yeah.
jin jin?
Yeah, that's how it sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's really good.
That's what I would put
Yeah.
there. Just this drop D.
Mhm.
Jin, 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 jin. Oh shit! He's coming.
What do you think about that episode?
Like the whole battle.
Yeah, like what do you think about like how they handled it? I mean, like the cinematography in that was really good.
Yeah.
The scene where the Dothraki are charging and the catapults are coming overhead and stuff, and
Oh man!
And then
when
it's
those
like-
lights just started like flickering, I was like, oh,
yeah,
no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no. I do on that though. I think that so that was all of the Dothraki, and there was just like onesies and twosies like
yeah.
trickling back in, and then in last week's episode,
they're all back.
where are all these Dothraki coming from? Like where did they?
Yeah.
Like what happened?
Yeah.
Where'd they come
Dave
from?
and Dan on the
And all of these unsullied, like whenever they're like, you know, they're like stepping in and people are retreating back behind their little trench that they dug. Like people are retreating back, and it shows like a topical view of the battlefield. There's like 4 rows of unsullied. Granted, that's still a lot of
Yeah.
unsullied, you know, because they run deep,
yeah.
but they're retreating and retreating. And then it goes from a view from behind the trench looking out through the trench, and there's just like unsullied.
Yeah.
It's like no.
Yeah.
And now, you know, in the preview for the episode we're about to watch, the unsullied are just
Oh,
like
yeah.
all the way across. It's like, where are these people coming from?
Yeah. Well, they got the actors who are playing the Dothraki to wear unsullied outfits.
Dude, they're just like completely misinterpreting how many people died
Yeah.
at that battle, and it bugs the hell out of me.
Well, the thing is that whenever after the inside the episode for the Battle of Winterfell episode, Dave and Dan, I forget which one of them said it, but he was like, Danny witnessed the end of the Dothraki essentially when
Yeah.
they're talking about the church. That's what he says, the end of the Dothraki.
Yeah.
And then 2 episodes later, they show hundreds.
They run around with sickles and stuff and just chopping people down.
Yeah.
Like, where did you come from?
Yeah. I don't know.
And it's
That's-
like one of the characters that you watch die. Like, I watched you die, man.
Yeah.
I watched you wake up with blue eyes.
Yeah.
How are you here?
It's like, I think if it's supposed to be a time jump, but from them, let's say Rhaegal being shot down, which I hated that scene,
Yeah.
to now, if it was, I don't know, what, 20 years for
Yeah.
them to build a new like Dothraki for all the children to
They
grow
just
up,
had some babies just laying around.
then it would have made sense. But it's like, you know,
This was a few months.
yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know. But oh my gosh, it's just been aggravating. Just I don't know. We could talk about the season forever, and I was just thinking about it as we've been talking. If you guys would like us to do like a podcast where we talk about Game of Thrones, we could do that. That would be easy, you know.
Yeah.
Just record our
I would
conversation.
definitely have to rewatch everything because I definitely don't remember a bunch
Yeah.
of the things that you bring up about, you know,
Yeah.
previous episodes and seasons and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I just can't. I can remember big things,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't just like tell you, you know,
Yeah.
certain items of certain episodes.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah. But if you guys are interested, I think it would be fun to do.
It would be fun.
I think.
Or just anything, anime,
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, Vikings.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
I could talk all day about Vikings, man. I just model my life around Vikings. Yeah.
Yeah. And because we won't get this opportunity to record together.
For a while.
Yeah. So podcast we could do podcasts together. That'd be easy. Do it on your drives, you know? You can record while you're on your drives.
Yeah.
Just talk about stuff. I'd love to do that actually. That'd be a lot of fun. So that's another thing y'all can think about, recommend if you want. But I think it's almost time to get started with the episode.
Yeah.
Any
I got childrens that are gonna wake up really early.
Yeah. Any final theories for this episode? We got Nazi Danny.
I think some crazy shit is gonna go down with Arya.
You think she's gonna try to kill
She is
Danny?
pissed. She's pissed, dude.
Oh yeah.
She's pissed. It might not have showed it, but she's not happy.
This is the thing, man. This is the last episode to end the entire series, to like tie in all the craziness of this last season and the whole series together. This is the last episode. How are we going to end it in a way that doesn't send people into a rage? The episode's already been leaked. I haven't been spoiled on anything, but I have heard that it's a little disappointing.
I'll tell you what.
But that's what Kit Harington said too.
I'll tell you what. You ever want to not be spoiled, not have anything leaked to you? Just don't mess with social media.
Yeah.
That's my motto. I don't touch social media. People are always like, this happens, like some stuff about Endgame, Avengers Endgame. Like people are like, oh, I saw this. Like, well, if you didn't, surf Facebook for 24 hours, maybe you wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah. Well, people like that.
True
people
that.
like social media.
True that.
And it's hard to want to look at the social media that you like and not have those things pop in randomly.
I can't tell you how many times I can't count on both of my hands together how many times that you've mentioned about like having Vikings spoiled for you.
Oh yeah, because
and then you're like, that stupid history of Vikings Instagram page.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm gonna follow them.
I mean, granted, I'm behind on episodes, so
they do post a lot of like cool photography from the filming and like of extras and stuff.
Yeah.
There's one really cool picture of an extra from Vikings, and he's just like, he just looks the part, man.
Yeah.
And I think the guy who plays Ivar took the picture because I'm pretty sure he does whatever.
Yeah.
Not important, but
yeah, that's cool. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly can't make a single prediction. I can't make a single one for this episode. I have no clue.
I know everything's burnt to shit.
I can tell you that I'm not going to be irritated this episode like I was last episode. I completely checked out last episode. Me and like we were watching and like we just gave up on it after like the first like 20 minutes of being disappointed. We were just like, we're not gonna enjoy it, It just and it got worse and worse. But this time it's the finale. I'm with you, so like I'm excited to be recording.
Just give it the benefit of the doubt.
Well,
it's the last one.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
But I will just accept that what happens is gonna happen. That
you can do to change it.
I'm gonna try to focus on like the cinematography, the acting, because I love these actors. They've all done a really good job. I'm really proud to be a fan of theirs because they've all done really good work.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna like enjoy the episode for the best I can, and I'm not gonna like let myself like get like angry or anything this episode. Even if it is disappointing, even if it is a letdown, I'm just gonna try to like get through it, and not.
I'm not gonna be affected, so it's all good.
Yeah, but thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you do, click the like button. Feel free to comment. Tell us, what you think about Zach joining tonight, and if you like any of our ideas. And full uncut reactions are on Patreon, and you can go watch those. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Here we go. Previously, yeah. That's what
Previously on Game of Thrones.
Was that the
Jon Snow impression?
Okay.
Previously on Game of Thrones.
Previously on Game of Thrones. Thrones. And he says like that. Previously on Game of Thrones.
Look at that face. Why?
She has chapped lips too.
That was a twig?
Why do her
And it
lips
went
get
like
so
this in her
chapped?
brain.
Yeah.
She's pissed. I'm telling you, bro. Look at that face.
I know, she's so messed up, man. And he's like, look at him. Look at Tyrion, man.
Nah, dude. Not okay. No one's okay with this.
Cersei didn't get any justice for all the stuff that she's done.
And now she's gonna be pissed about that. She's gonna be like, oh, she escaped. It's like, did she? I guess you'll never know because you're psychotic.
All right, what do we got now? Oh, it starts with
The one dragon.
yeah, burning down King's Landing. That's the last time. That's the last time we're ever gonna see this.
Oh no! I just have to watch the intro at least like once a year from now on.
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna do a different intro for the prequels. Oh my gosh. Here we are.
Like a sad.
I know. He's so sad.
Good.
Look at
Yes.
Oh my god, dude.
Lord.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of like the opening of Terminator.
Ooh.
I'll find you later.
Is he gonna try to find Jamie and Cersei?
In the name of the one true queen, Daenerys Targaryen, I sentence you to die.
For what now?
It's over. These men are prisoners. It is not over until the queen's enemies are defeated.
How much more defeated do you want them to be? They're on their knees.
They are breathing.
Look around you, friend. We won.
Ooh.
Easy, man. Easy.
Try it, bitch.
Easy.
I mean, there's only a matter of time.
I wanna see John fuck some people up, man. It's his time, man.
John. We should speak with the queen.
I do feel for Grey Worm though.
Yeah.
He's an Unsullied, so like he's not doing anything that an Unsullied doesn't do. Is he gonna find Jamie's hand? Or something crazy like that?
Oof. There it is. Yikes. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
This is something I never thought I'd see.
Oof.
I can't imagine the amount of guilt he feels right now. Like he's the one who gave Jamie the plan to go down there, and like they were trying to get out and get away.
Where are they all coming from?
It just looks like a villain's lair,
It
dude.
does, man. That's probably the point.
Yeah.
Dude, she is pissed. She is pissed. This is dark, man.
It's so dark.
It's dark.
Like who knew that we would end up like seeing Drogon in this whole new light, you know? Like in this whole different way than we've seen him this whole season or series.
Oh my goodness. Angel
That
of
was
Death.
that was actually a really cool shot.
Was.
That pride? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, dude, she is.
Are you kidding me?
Goodness, man.
It looks awesome though.
It does.
It makes me mad that it looks awesome.
does, man.
Yeah.
Something goes wrong, something happens to somebody, she's like, here, you're a lord of this. You're a captain of this. You're a commander of this.
No! Bro, he had like murderous eyes there for a second.
Hypocrite. Oh, my goodness.
What? Oh. Please. Please.
I want to know what this first engagement with John's going to be like.
I know. She hasn't even looked at him yet. It's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work. Don't do it. Don't.
What's happening? Oh, this is scary.
I know. It's terrifying.
You freed your brother. You committed treason.
I freed my brother. And you slaughtered his city.
Oof.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
He doesn't care anymore.
Oh, no.
He's done. I mean, he doesn't care, dude.
Oh, no.
City Major Capos.
Oh, why? Why? She bad. Ooh, you're bad.
What's John gonna do, man? Don't look. Don't you dare, man. You know what he stands for. Ugh. Ugh.
You can't even just walk away from it either.
No.
It's not like he can just be like, I'm done with you, and walk away.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. He's in this like
No, not because it's her, but because of what she just said to like her whole posse.
oh yeah, she just threatened Sansa pretty much.
What are you doing here? What happened?
Came to kill Cersei. Your queen got there first.
Say it. Say it, she's not.
Once queen, no.
Try telling Sansa.
Wait for me outside the city gates. I'll come find you.
John. She knows who you are. Who you really are. You'll always be a threat to her. And then you'll kill her when I see one.
Protect him, Arya. How are they gonna end this episode, man? How are they gonna end the series? I don't know where this is going.
It's frightening.
I can't justify what happened. I won't try. But the war is over now. Is it?
You're right, boy.
When you heard her talking to the soldiers, did she sound like someone who's done fighting?
Come on, John, be smart, dude.
Our queen's nature is fire and blood.
You think our house words are stamped on our bodies when we're born, and that's who we are? Ah, then I'd be fire and blood too. She's not our father, no more than your Tywin Lannister.
My father
But she
was
is.
an evil man. My sister was an evil woman.
He sounds like
Pile up all the bodies of all the people
Tyrion
who ever killed.
defending Danny
There's
to
still only half as many as our beautiful queen
everyone.
slaughtered in a single day. You've been up there. Your dragon's back. You've had that power. Would you have burned the city down?
Yes, you do know.
Do.
What are you doing, man? What are you saying?
You won't say because you don't want to betray her.
Because he's afraid, honestly.
But you know.
He's always stood for what was right. And he's always been, he's always been firm in his understanding.
She believes her destiny is to build a better world for everyone. If you believed that, if you truly believed it, wouldn't you kill whoever stood between you and paradise? Love is the death of duty.
Did Tyrion tell him that?
You just came up with that. Maester Aemon said it a long time ago.
That's right.
Sometimes duty is the death of love.
Oof. Ooh.
Do you think I'm the last man shall execute? Who is more dangerous than the rightful heir to the throne?
That's the second person that told you that, man.
Yeah.
That's her decision. She is the queen.
Oh, man. You're stubborn.
I don't think he believes that. I hope he puts something in motion after this. Now that he really has any possible...
And your sisters. You see them bending the knee. My sisters will be loyal to the throne. Why do you think Sansa told me the truth about you? Because she doesn't want Dany to be queen. She doesn't get to choose. No. But you do. And you have to choose now.
Or you're gonna lose your sister.
It's just like one scene after another. You're just like, what is going on? What's gonna happen?
Yeah. I have no idea.
Gosh,
I have no idea.
this is so stressful. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Doesn't even feel the same now, I bet.
It doesn't.
Lets him through, though. It's honestly the best animated dragons we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, this series has shown